Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Darcy Ogandaga, CEO of lawsoftheinternet.com, and on this video this week I would like to let you know why every entrepreneur in 2014 needs a podcast. If your business is based on content, like you write books, blog posts, seminar, webcasts, pay-per-view events, and everything's around content, you don't need to pray about it, you need to do it. You need to have your own podcast. Podcast is like it was when in 2012, 2011, people predict the year of video. So everybody say, oh my God, I need to get on YouTube, Vimeo, and Wistia and do my own video, live streaming video is so important. And it still is today. But if a lover of video, somebody who produce videos who have close to 500,000 views worldwide in the past on YouTube and different channels, I understand one thing. Sometimes video, you cannot watch video while you're driving, but everybody now worldwide have a small device. And in the next 2 years, if they don't have a smartphone, they will have one. So therefore, they will have access to iTunes Store, who's the #1 digital store worldwide after Amazon. iTunes last year generated $170 billion. So I will give you 3 reasons today, real quick, why you need to have a podcast. What is a podcast, first of all, before I give you 3 reasons? A podcast is an on-demand show in audio format. Most of the time it's on MP3 format, so it can be transferable over the internet and compressed in a format that can be distributed easily. So when you have a podcast, you record it live and then you submit it to iTunes Store, and then your podcast become available. So, that's an audio version of everything that you have. It can be a show, it can be an interview, it can be opinion, you can respond to questions from your list, you can build your business and give free information to a potential of 600 million people in 155 countries. Okay, so that's why podcast is so important. So let me give you the 3 reasons why you need a podcast. #1, you think about convenience. Whenever you have a business model, you always think about convenience. The convenience is like everybody got a cell phone and everybody can access to iTunes Store. Especially people with Apple devices, very easy. For people who own an iPad, an iPod, or even an iPhone like myself. But also there's app where for Android device you can access as well the iTunes Store. Okay, so remember that. It's so easy. Look at the numbers. Every time you're in business, think about the numbers and the potential of people you can reach. 600 million, 155 countries is great. I released my first podcast 2 weeks ago. I produced podcasts for the last 6 years for so many of my clients, but myself I started doing podcasts 2 weeks ago, and I believe in 3 days I was international. My podcast be downloaded in 9 countries, and I was like, wow. So I just want to advise you as an entrepreneur to start your own podcast. You need podcast. #2, why? Because people can go over and over again 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now listening to something that you post on there, and it's getting bigger because there is what we call the other 3 billion. It's going to access internet in the next 3 years from now. So you might need to drink some tea. My voice was really hard with the bad weather we have up northeast in the United States. So you need to understand that the potential reach that you can have. Okay. So you cannot really negotiate, because the other 3 billion, they're coming to the internet, and whatever number that we have now is going to be multiplied by 3. Because according to the statistics from last year, there's about 2 billion people on the internet. You add 3 over billion, those same people are going to have the same needs that people on the internet now. They want to learn new things. They're going to learn how to use iTunes. They want to learn how to have a podcast, how to make a video, how to create their own online courses. All these type of things like I teach on my website, lawsoftheinternet.com. So you need to make sure that you're already an authority on the internet when those people are coming in. And that's why also you need to translate your content in different languages. My podcast is a bilingual podcast. So every week alternate between French and English and do the same show in 2 languages. So we want to target the English and the French market at one time. Okay, business podcast bilingual. I believe is the first on iTunes. So I'm always great when I'm a trendsetter in some type of things. Okay, and number 3, why you need that, because it's like you can give a preview of your audiobooks. You know, I love audio, and so you can take a portion of your audiobook, include that in your podcast, so people to have an idea to where it is, and direct them directly to download your audiobook or your seminar series in audio format, or anything that you have that you can sell as digital and to support audio. You can do that with your podcast. So you need to have a podcast. 2014 is so important, and also is very easy. You can go to podomatic.com. I use that for some of my clients, and they will show you exactly how you can start your own podcast. If you have questions, don't know how to do it, you know, you can reach me on Twitter or Facebook or my website, thelawsoftheinternet.com. You can see the number where you can send me an international text message if you're not living in the United States, or call me directly, leave me a message, and I will return your phone call, and I will teach you. I got classes available to how to set up and start your own podcast. As an entrepreneur, you always want to be on the curve. You say, oh my God, Darcy was right again. Everybody doing podcast. We leave you with this. My mentor, Brendan Bouchard, started podcast yesterday. And in 1 hour it became #1 because of his powerful list and people that he already has under him. So he was just, I don't know if anybody did that before. I believe he broke every record. And watch my words, like he's going to have a new class where he's going to teach people how to create their own podcast. Okay? So this is Darcy Ogandaga. I'll see you next week. And make sure that you like me on Facebook, leave me a comment, and follow me on Twitter, and leave a comment below this video and share it with all your friends all around the world. If you have any question about social media, never hesitate to reach me or somebody of my staff. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good business consultant.
And I kept searching and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend. Problem gone.
Thank you.